And we're off. Sorry, I'm still getting stuff. I'm getting info on these players.
What happened?
Okay, Bramz apparently has a 121. Is that right? I thought he had a better time than that. Well, on the leaderboard, he has a 121.
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
And Tofu, I couldn't find him on the leaderboards, but I think he's good, like really good. I think he's like around 117, 116. So yeah, this is single limb. So loser of this is out of the tournament.
Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
But yeah, if you didn't know, this is Super Mario Sunshine 80%. If you couldn't figure it out by the title and the layouts and all that. Basically, we're just gonna watch a bunch of cutscenes for a good 7 minutes, then the race will begin. Okay, Tofu has a 117.26. And Bramz a 121. Is that right? What group did Bramz make it out of? Did he make it out in winners? No, he didn't.
Use the R button to shoot water from my tank. If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You
Oh no,
can
Bramz
press the
did
R
make it
button
out
to
in
hover
winners.
in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button.
Huh.
Instructions complete. Proceed.
Alright, so we just got a tutorial from Flood. Now they're gonna take out this polluted piranha guy. Literally all you have to do is just spray him. Bramz cleaning the Pianta. Good stuff. Both doing the backflip setup. They are smart men. Bramz did get the ground pounds. Ground pounding that shine there is actually kinda hard.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
Especially if you want to be really optimal with it. Yeah, now we just got a cutscene about Mario going to jail and stuff. Most of you have probably seen this like plenty of times, so not much to commentate on.
As you are no doubt aware,
I know Bramz. I guess I can talk about what I do know about the players, even though I don't know much. Bramz is, I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he started out as a really good Super Mario World runner. And he does some Sunshine on the side. I believe I've seen him do like 120 and stuff. He's been around speedrunning for a minute. And Tofu, I'm not sure how long he's been around, but he's a Japanese player, I believe. And he's good. He's really good.
The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on...
Let me check and see how long he's been around for.
The truth is obvious.
Okay, well, apparently
It is none other than
his first PB was 4 years ago on the speedrun.com leaderboard.
I hereby this entire
So Tofu's been around for a while.
completely free of his vile handiwork.
Apparently.
Mario shall not be allowed to leave.
He's only ever submitted 2 runs to the leaderboards though, so that's kind of weird.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution.
Again, chat, if you have any questions or anything about the game or literally anything, go ahead and ask me. I'll try to answer.
Shine sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate.
But I'm hoping for a tight race.
Most of the Shine sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mesh, pal. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Alright, and 6:45 in, we finally get to start the run. We'll see what kind of movement these guys do. They both do the classic movement to this Piranha Plant. There is some other like pro movement you can do here at the very beginning. It saves like half a second. A lot of people don't think it's worth, but I think it's epic. So why are they playing on Japanese? Well, froidtofu's playing on Japanese, probably because that's where he's from. That's what the disc he's had for his life. But Bramz, on the other hand, he's playing on Japanese because for 80% at least, it is actually like the second fastest version, only to PAL. But the difference is like a couple seconds. And like, it's like the difference between PAL and Japanese isn't really that big of a deal at all. And Bramz got the quick kill, I think. I missed it. But Tofu did not get the quick kill and mess it up. I'm surprised they both went for it. So what Tofu did there is he messed up the kill and didn't kill Shadow Mario fast enough. If you don't kill Shadow Mario quick enough, he takes an alternate route, and it actually costs quite a bit of time. So Bramz with a good lead already. One thing froidtofu didn't do there that I will tell you all to do, if you do mess up killing Shadow Mario and he's too far away to do like the fastest route, run behind him. He'll actually do a third route, and that route only loses like 4 seconds compared to like the fastest little route he takes. So do that, people. Spread the news. Not a lot of people know about that. Alright, here we got Bramz going for Bianco 2. You actually do Bianco 2 and Bianco 1 because it's just available for some reason. They it's like a developer intended Easter egg. Bramz getting some perfects. Look at those windmill wall kicks. That was nice. Tofu as well. My god. These guys are insane. So actually, Tofu's spider was really good, I think, so he caught up quite a bit to Bramz. I think, actually. I don't know. Yeah, not a lot of people do know Bassin. Bassin, if you run behind Shadow Mario really quickly and get behind him when he takes his, like, form, because, like, he turns into a weird ball and, like, does some weird, like, movement thing before he takes his real form. If you get behind him before he does that, he will take a separate route. And that route, he, like, goes over the... He kind of does scumbag movement, really. He, like, jumps on the little, things, the little fruit stands and stuff. It only loses like 4 seconds compared to the route Tofu Shadow Mario took, which lost about 10 seconds, I believe. 8 to 10, somewhere around there. But both these guys fighting Petey. It's a really simple fight. You just spam spray his mouth. So Tofu he's only like 5 seconds behind. Yeah, Bass, and it's after you defeat him. After you defeat him, make sure you run behind Shadow Mario. So as you can see, Tofu's losing frames, unfortunately. Yeah, once you get a shine, like, out of order in this game, all the shines before that shine are actually accessible. And you'll see that come into play a little bit later. Both these guys with nice pole wall jumps that can be kind of tricky and annoying. Yeah, Bramz. Ooh. Bramz doing the first secret. Secrets are... Oh my god, Bramz, please. Secrets basically Shadow Mario takes FUD away from you. And you gotta do this, you gotta do the level without FUD. So because of Bramz, a lot of spaghetti on that. Tofu retakes the lead. Bianco 3 definitely considered the easiest secret in the game, so Bramz probably not too happy about that, but at least he didn't die. That's the absolute worst. Alien defeats the piranha plant that unlocks Rico, but they're also going to set up a trick to skip most of the Rico building spawn cutscene, as you'll see Tofu do here. You have to get to the Bianco thing as quick as you can, and Mario does some weird crap and you kind of skip a cutscene there, and you enter Bianco at the same time. So it's pretty nice. It saves like 10 seconds or so. Now we're off to Bianco 4. We see some strat variants here. Tofu doing a more advanced strat. Bramz doing a more conventional strat. Bianco 4 is a really technical shine now. Fortunately, we can't really see a lot that Tofu's doing because of the frame issue. But it looks like he is going for momentum spin. He did get it. Okay. Bramz, he's going to go for it as well. Oh, he missed the coin though. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's really bad. Bramz doing a little GWK there. Tofu with a good Bianco 4. So yeah, Bramz a pretty shaky early game. Cost him the early lead he got. But that all might not matter at all because of this next shine. We got your boy Petey, he's back at it again. But this time, he's gonna probably screw someone over with some RNG. Hopefully not, though. Tofu making his way up there. It's kind of disorienting to watch Tofu right now, but I'm trying. Alright, so what you'll see Bramz do here, you have to shoot Petey with this little pig thing to wake him up. And then Petey will go into like these 3 spots, and you have to hit him from the air. And those 3 spots he goes to are completely random. So he could go into like 3 really quick spots, and you can shoot him down super quick and finish it. But also he can really mess you up. Both getting kinda... both of their first spots can be okay. Let's see where Tofu's goes. If Tofu's goes straight down... Ooh, no, that's not what I meant. Tofu not getting good RNG here. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, as you can see, Petey can just go around and just fly forever, it seems, and that costed Tofu a lot of time. Bramz actually really good first 2 spots, but it's still up to the 3rd spot whether he gets good RNG or not. He could still really mess him up here. And both messing up the fight a little. If you stand right in front of Petey, he'll actually swing his head around and hit you, and you don't want that. You want to stand to the side of him after he throws a tornado. Oh, Tofu. Yeah, Tofu not getting good RNG at all. And Bramz getting actually the 2nd best pattern, so... now Bramz is back in the lead. Really fortunate here. Oh, Bramz messing up the fight again. Yeah, if you mess up your spam space too, he will like do the little head thing. So now Tofu is actually in the lead because of that mess up by Bramz. So we got like a 5-second lead for Tofu after Bianca 5. It's pretty decent. Tofu's probably a little disappointed because he played well, but he just made a really weird mistake at the very beginning of this run. And also he got really bad RNG, so that's unfortunate. Bramz shaky play all around, I'd say. Besides Bianca 2. But the good RNG saved him a little. Now they're on to Gelato. Just gotta beat this last Prana, Fluid Prana guy. What Tofu's doing here actually is if you slide as this cutscene begins, Mario can store his momentum. And you actually end up closer to the M. As you see, Bramz got a pretty big slide there. Just a little trick that saves frames. And now we're off to Gelato 1, but they're both going to be doing the Gelato 8 shine, because the Gelato 8 shine is actually there. It's actually like an actual shine throughout all of Gelato, but you're not supposed to get it until 8. But with a little trick, you'll hopefully see froidtofu do, and Bramz, that you can clip through the little thing. You might just want to watch Bramz here, because it's going to be hard to see Tofu. Yeah, it looks like Tofu got the trick well. You'll see Bramz do it without the frame drops here. You want to get the perfect angle, and you gotta like just use that coconut and walk forward to clip into the little into the hut. You gotta like stay inside the hut perfectly while you're hovering, and then get to the top of the little blender thing and drop on the shine. And therefore, all of Gelato is unlocked. But in Super Mario Sunshine, all you have to do to beat the game is finish the 7th shine in every world. So, because of that, you only have to do Gelato 8 and 7 in 80%. because you basically skip everything else in Gelato. You don't need to do anything. Number of shines do not matter at all in this game for any percent. Just beat the 7th level of every world. Now they're both off to Pianta. Gelato skip easily the biggest trick found in this game. I believe it was found early 2013 or late 2012. I actually forget. I shouldn't have forgotten that. I was around back then. Yeah, both these guys climbing the Shine Gate. Actually, Pianta Village is supposed to be the last shine. I mean, the last world in the game you can access. Because usually you need the rocket nozzle to get up here. That's what the developers, quote-unquote, intended anyways. And you unlock the rocket nozzle in Delfino at 25 shines. But with just, like, some tricky jumping, there's a couple ways to do it. But you can pretty much just get to Piano whenever you want. Now they're off to Piano 1. Kind of annoying shine in my opinion. It is RNG dependent. froidtofu getting a bad pattern. The RNG in this level, like, it just loses you like 5 to 7 seconds, I'd say. They both got a bad last guy. Pretty much, it mostly depends on where the last guy goes. But also the first two guys can give you a bad pattern and mess you up too. But it's the last guy that's important. They both got a bad pattern for the last guy though, so. Oh, GBS was early 2014. Oh, okay, I was completely wrong. Thank you, Metacore, for the correction. Alright, this is a pretty close race so far, I like it. Now they're both off to do Piantissimo. Basically, it's just a... If you remember Super Mario 64 and the Koopa the Quick levels, it's basically that. The only difference is, though, Piantissimo does not rubber bands the quicker you finish the race. So, literally nothing you do matters here, as long as you get there within like 30 or so seconds. Whatever the time limit is. So this is basically an auto-scroller. One of the more chill levels in the run. Alright, now we'll see froidtofu enter Piano 3. Piano 3 is the only level that's not a secret where Shadow Mario takes your flood. So they're gonna have to do this level without flood, and they're also gonna have to get over all this lava without flood. And with the little trick, thanks to some damage invincibility, what do you want to call it? They use the invincibility basically to go through the lava like it's not even there after getting hit by a little wind guy, and they go up to flood and get the shine. This level looks kind of daunting at first, but it's not that hard of a shine, but it can be really punishing obviously if you mess up, because if you hit the lava in this game, the lava goop, you're basically dead unless you're like super close to some clean land. They both did it perfectly though, as expected from these pretty good runners. Now we got some more chain chomp action. This is a really big chain chomp. You gotta escort him to his bath. There's some RNG here, but the RNG it's only like a 3-second difference at most. Tofu got the worst RNG. It doesn't mean a lot though. Bramz got the second best RNG. So that's just something to note. What you'll see Tofu do there is lead him into the bath and then clean him off and grab his chain while he's like right on the bath, and he'll just hop right in. Bramz messed up a little bit but didn't give up. I liked that, and he still got him in there. Bramz some flubs on that level though, so Tofu gaining some more valuable seconds on him. And now we're off to the great Pianta 5. You're supposed to do this level after you unlock Yoshi from pin of 4, but you don't even need Yoshi thanks to this thing called Yoshi Skip, where you just clip into the tree there and go right into the loading zone. Tofu doing interesting. Oh no, that is not good. Tofu, if you could tell through the frame drops, messed it up and had to exit area, so now Bramz is in the lead if he can get this trick. You usually need Yoshi to clean that little weird cheese stuff, but with a little clip like that, you can just walk right in the tree and back cover into the secret. Tofu unfortunately messed it up, and that cost him a lot of time because he had to exit area. Exiting area by itself costs about like 25 seconds, along with all the movement he did before that, so this is not good for your boy from Japan. He does get it though. Ooh, Bramz almost got early cycle there. Did not go for it though very smartly, because I don't think that would have worked. Yeah, the secret basically you just want these guys to throw you around. The very last guy you see Bramz waiting for, if he goes slow enough at the beginning, or like, yeah, at the beginning, you can actually skip this whole cycle where he like walks around. And oh my god, you're gonna see Tofu get it actually. No, Tofu, please. Wait. This angle might be a little sus. No! Oh my god. Tofu got early cycle, but he messed up bouncing on his head and then messed up the angle. He still would have had it if he had gotten the angle right at the ends there. That is not good. He would have only been like 10 seconds behind if he had gotten that. So now, Bramz, huge lead. Like, we're talking huge now. This is really good for Bramz. Bramz is the underdog here. Alright, well, come on, Tofu. Let's get this shine over with, my guy. Alright. It's finally done with Piana 5. Bramz, he's doing Piana 6. It's a pretty technical shine. Basically, you gotta clean up all these guys from the goop. There's a lot of small, intricate movement tech you'll see throughout this whole shine. Bramz getting a respectable high 206. This level has advanced a lot over the years. Before, like a 206, 207, back in like 2014 was considered really good. But now you'll see kids get like a 214, 215 in runs easily. So the shine's like a lot. You can, depending on your strats, you can have a real variance in time here. Yeah, Tofu had the exit area on on doing Yoshi skip. And then he got early cycle RNG, but he died. He got a bad angle and just like spaghettied the end of it completely and died at the very end, so he's pretty far behind now. Bramz finishing up the Shadow Mario and Pianta so he can move on. Alright, now what you see Bramz do here is a little trick called Honey Skip. It's called that because the famed Honey found this. Setup looks good. So basically what you saw Bramz do there is there's this cutscene that plays before you enter Pinna. But if you enter that little death plane area and die on the same frame as you activate the cutscene, you die, and once you come back from death or whatever, you completely skip the cutscene and just spawn right on top of the Pinna cannon. And it saves about like, I want to say 12 to 15 seconds nowadays. It's a pretty cool trick. It used to be really hard, but now, thanks to a number of people, there's a pretty consistent setup. So you'll see most runners go for it nowadays. I forgot who made this current setup everyone uses. Is it... I feel like it was Cantaloupe. It was either Cantaloupe or Strongman Lynn or someone. I forget. Someone please correct me. Bramz doing Mecha Bowser. Looking really good so far. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect Mecha Bowser, I'd say, from Bramz. Just about, at least. Tofu's turn to get a crack at Honey Skip. And slowly sidestep to the right spot and hover for about 2 seconds and sidestep. And he got it. Tofu only 1 life though. Did Tofu start with a memory card? That's the question. If he didn't, he really needs to pick up some lives somewhere. But sadly, there aren't really... I can't think of many in Pinna at all, to be honest. You can really pick up. I don't think there are. What you saw Bramz do that just there is usually you're supposed to defeat this mole that's in that cannon. And it opens the secret. But you can actually just jump right into the cannon with the mole, and the secret loading zone is still there, so you can completely skip that fight. Tofu missing the first shot on Mecha Bowser, unfortunately. So actually, like, Bramz has been playing really well. And Tofu has been messing up a few things, really. He got a worse Piana 6 than Bramz. And a worse Mega Bowser, so Bramz increasing the lead. Now I got some Pinna 3 action. See what strats he goes for. Bramz going for the basic strats. Whoa, what are these strats? I do not know what Bramz is going for there. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, I saw what he was going for. Oh, that was weird. I don't think we've seen anyone ever set it up like that. Okay, he messed it up though, unfortunately. Oof, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, he stays on the boat. Alright, at least he didn't get in the water, but... Oh, more guys speak too soon. Bramz himself has no idea what he was doing there. Okay. So we finally see some spaghetti from Bramz. Tofu. Oh, there's that. That's a good one up. I forgot about that one. Good stuff to your boy Tofu picking that up. That's actually always a good one up to get in races. So now Tofu has one extra life, thankfully. Bramz heading to pin of 4. Pin of 4 is actually the shine that unlocks Yoshi for whatever reason. It just unlocks Yoshi pretty much everywhere in the game. What he's gonna try to do is just kill all these Snooze-a-Koopas, as they're called, in one cycle. Tofu, though, he's going for some pro strats here on pin of 3. I'd tune in if I were you. These save about 5 seconds over the basic strats. Just a cool momentum spin off the boat. Ooh, and the fast walk. Good stuff. Bramz missing 1 cycle. Every cycle you miss on pin of 4 costs about 10 to 11 seconds. I think Tofu's going for really pro strats here. He is. I don't know. He didn't get it. Ooh, Bramz going for 5 YG here, taking it safe. I guess I should explain this trick a little. Basically, what Bramz is going to try to do is completely skip this level and go straight to the secret of episode 6. So you need Yoshi to be a certain color, as you can see, to make these platforms he's going to create go through an invisible wall that goes right to the Ferris wheel that has the episode 6 secret loading zone. But first, as you can see, he has to make another platform so he can clip through that wall completely, because that works for whatever reason. Then he waits for that man to get close to him, sprays him, and he eats a what was that, a papaya? Yeah, he eats a papaya he throws in there, because you need to be orange Yoshi to activate this secret loading zone. And yeah, he completely skips episode 5 there and like half of episode 6. We're gonna see Tofu go for a 3YG. It's a little bit harder because you have to deal with these super fast, I forget what these guys are called. Stews? Yes, these are all super fast, like flying stews. And it actually saves 15 seconds doing this on episode 3 than doing on episode 5 like Bramz did. But Bramz dying. As you can see there on the secret, that is not good. Tofu, weird setup here. What is going on? I'm actually not sure what's happening here. I think he's getting another guy, okay. He messed up his setup for the clip. So Tofu not really capitalizing that much on Bramz' death, unfortunately. Looks like he will get the trick, thankfully. And the reason you need to eat a durian to make Yoshi that certain color is because every different colored platform Yoshi makes, it has different properties. And the durian platform property just like goes straight forward like that. So you need that, Yoshi. Tofu going for over the top to the middle, trying to be super optimal, and dies. Is Tofu gonna go for it again? No, he's not. The strat Tofu went for saves like a second, maybe. And it's really hard in my opinion. But more power to him. We see our hero Bramz entering Rico. Tofu with a nice quick kill on the pin of 7 Shadow Mario. Bramz doing the first Super Duper fight. It's really simple. You just gotta spray his nose until it's clean, and then grab it at a certain time, and you'll be good. Oh, Tofu doing a... okay. We got Tofu doing a separate route. I have not seen this. So Tofu doing a save warp route, actually. Very interesting. The save warp route, I think, saves like a second? I don't know. But it's not really a separate route. You just basically don't do the movement between Pinna to Rico, so we're still synced up here, thankfully. I actually don't... I thought that was something different. I actually don't know if that saves much time at all. I kind of like it, though. It seems cool because I do think the movement between Pinna and Rico can be kind of annoying sometimes. Oh yeah, that's right, the lives. That's smart. See, this is why we have smart people in chat, and not me, the dumb commentator. Yeah, so when you save and quit and restart, you get 3 lives again. And that's basically what froidtofu did there. Really smart by him. I would not have done that. So I wouldn't have thought of that, to be honest. That is like 300 IQ, bro. That is some... Tofu gonna need to play like a god, though. Like, he's still quite a bit behind. Those lives aren't gonna change the fact that he's about like a minute and a half behind or so. Oh yeah, froidtofu doing Rico 2. You're supposed to use bloopers actually in the first part of this level and in this part, but it's actually more optimal to not do blooper, to not use a blooper and just do it like this. You gotta make sure you hit all the checkpoints and whatnot. And you should be good. Bramz going for this, the fabled frame perfect Rico 3, and he got it. Good job, Bramz. Really difficult shine there. Now our boy Bramz is off to Rico 4. This secret can change the game for sure. Definitely one of the scarier levels in the game. Tofu messing up Rico 3. I mean, it is a frame perfect trick, so it makes sense. Looks like he's got it though, as Bramz making his way downtown on this Rico 4, looking clean so far. Ooh, that's awkward. Okay. That was really awkward, but he made it work. Did a swaggy Y turn at the ends to boot. Bramz off to the second goober fight, I mean. Excuse me. And he messes up a bit there. And Tofu not having a good race at all. I mean, I just gotta be blunt about this. He is not performing up to his standards, I'd say. Another death for him. Bramz, though, he falls into the water. That's really bad for him as well. Finally mixed up to the bloop man. Messes up the fight a little bit, but that's fine. And Bramz messing it up again. Not the Rico 5s I think Bramz expected. Oh, tofu. So tofu making about the same mistake as Bramz there. Doesn't go all the way into the water though. Still a pretty big time loss for him. Bramz doing Rico 6. You gotta collect all the coins on this blooper. You'll see every runner go for the green blooper because it has by far the best control and it has like the same top speed as any other blooper. The difference is though that you can control the speed of this blooper. While the other ones that are the same speed, you cannot control this. They just go at full speed at all times. Tofu stream freezing up a bit for me. Okay, I think we're back. Maybe. There was like a couple frame advance there. Tofu having some internet problems, unfortunately. Bramz, as you can see there, literally just walks forward and holds R. And he beat the shine. If you just pick up your controller, turn on Sunshine, and do Rico 7, I'm sure you'll get it your first try perfectly like Bramz just did. It's really easy. Okay, Tofu's finally back. Looks like he messed up a little bit in Rico 6. But didn't die or anything, so that's good. Now you see Bramz, he's finishing up Bianco. We do Bianco in 2 segments for routing reasons, due to like cutscenes and whatnot. Bramz getting a good water slide up there. This is Bianco's 6th secret. This one's actually scary as well. If you die at the top of the secret, it costs a crap ton of time. Bramz with that swaggy Y-turn strat you see there. The good thing about the secret in races is that you basically get 2 free extra lives. Bramz not dying. Good stuff. Tofu, I'd say, is about probably around the minute 10 behind or so. This is still super doable for Tofu, for sure. We still got some scary stuff coming up in this run for Bramz. Okay, Tofu, I think, went for the Y-turn strat as well there. And he got it. Bramz finishing up Bianco. Now he's gonna kill Shadow Mario to eat this giant pineapple that is blocking the Serena Beach pipe. Tofu had a good Bianco 6, I believe. So as you can see, Bramz is talking to this mayor guy. He's mad because there's this monster that keeps messing up his hotel resort area. And now you gotta kill that monster. This boss is pretty annoying and a slight RNG. So you can see Bramz, he goes on this like cut to set up the Manta in a certain spot. And now he's just gonna spray him a whole lot. What he wants to do is make all the little Mantas super small. And when they're all the same size, they aggro you. And obviously that's really fast because they all come straight to you and don't stray off anywhere. Bramz gets to that last phase. Pretty decent fight, I'd say, for Bramz. Nothing too terrible. Tofu doing the same little setup. I think Tofu got to the pink phase about the same time Bramz did, so we're looking at kind of an even Manta here. Tofu doing spin sprays. Interestingly. Alright, Bramz, it's time for another scary level. First what he's gonna do is wall kick up this little totem pole to get to the secret. He's going for the classic strats there where you bounce off the boo but he messes it up. Got a good, oh, he almost got a good backup, he just dove a little too early. But he gets in there. You see Bramz spinning after he hits the bottom of those blocks to like stall himself in the air so he can continue wall kicking. Now we'll see Bramz go for a pretty cool trick here. And looks like, yep, looking good. Alright, what he did there is he basically did a momentum spin jump into the little spinning spool thingy. And it gives you a bunch of momentum. And it saves about 2 seconds. But it's pretty scary because if you mess it up, obviously you're dead. Fried tofu, the same exact mistake as Bramz, it looks like. You got a better backup though, I think. Seems like these guys have been making a lot of the same. Oh, never mind. It's tofu. Weird movement, and he ends up dying. Bramz here is gonna do a little trick called banana split. Some people call it that. Actually, very few people call it that. Yeah, you use the banana there to clip into the little pool area where the shine is. It skips a whole little quest you gotta do with Yoshi and whatnot. Tofu gets the momentum spin. Alright. Yeah, it seems like every decent mistake Bramz has been making, Tofu just has not been able to really capitalize on it. So we still got like well over a minute lead for Bramz, it looks like. Maybe even close to 2 minutes. Bramz will now be attempting the casino skip. You're supposed to do a bunch of really dumb little mini games. Some consisting of RNG and others consisting of really dumb flippy panel mechanics. But thankfully, you can skip all that crap. With the little clip. And Bramz dying on the secret, unfortunately. And he bonks there. Oh my god, Bramz with the strats. I haven't seen someone do this in years. Go on top of that block. That was sick. Nice little extra life get there. I respect it. Bramz taking it super safe on that block. And he's going for the momentum spin. He got it. That's a tricky momentum spin to get there. Because you're doing it while you're doing like a fast walk. But Bramz, he's a pro gamer. It's no trouble for him. Tofu doing the casino skip now. It's really simple skip. You rarely see people mess it up. Alright, can Tofu finally capitalize on a mistake and actually gain some time? Looks like he bailed on the momentum spin. But he didn't die. So there's something. Bramz off to King Boo. This is a pretty major RNG shine. Basically, King Boo can give you fruit, or like spawn a bunch of enemies, or like bubbles. And it's random whether he gives you the fruit or not. So you just want to want him to give you fruit as much as he can, basically. Give you enemies as little as possible. I'm explaining it poorly, but I'm tired. I'm sorry. Yeah, after you do get a fruit cycle, though, it's actually guaranteed the next cycle is not fruit. But you can cancel that cycle as soon as he spawns the enemies. So you don't have to, like, fight them or anything. Bramz getting no extra cycles so far. He's got one more to go though. Ooh, King Boo being friendly to Bramz, being perfect RNG. Every extra cycle King Boo gives you costs about 7 seconds. And he can, if he wants to, he can straight up give you like up to 5, 6, 7, or even more extra cycles, so... King Boo, if you're extremely unlucky, can straight up just kill any run. That doesn't happen too often. He usually gives you like 1 to 2 cycles. Bramz, though, the RNG god, getting perfect this run. I think Tofu's been perfect so far as well. Both of these guys on the Japanese version of the game, so you will not see a difference here on this shine. Basically what they gotta do is just clean up all the goop on the beach. And you have to literally clean up like 99% of the goop. And it can be annoying in this version of the game because there can be like invisible goop and whatnot. As you can see, Bramz struggling here. He didn't clean up something, but he finished it off. I believe Tofu got perfect RNG. I'm not sure though. It was kind of hard to follow. In the PAL and the NTSCU version of this game, you only have to clean up around like 94%, 95% of the goop, and it actually makes a big difference. There's also no invisible goop, so it's a lot easier. Tofu pretty good though, getting a 218. Bramz struggling to get his way to inside the hotel here. It's time for him to kill Shadow Mario in this world. So he only needs to get one more Shadow Mario, and that will be the Noki Shadow Mario. Tofu, I want to say about a minute behind or so, maybe a little more than a minute. Still doable. Noki has a lot of scary stuff in it, and the last level can be scary as well, so we're not done here, people. Bramz making his way through Noki 1. Oh no. Okay. That's a game changer right there. This is a tie game, people. They were closer than I thought they were, but yeah, no, this Tofu is right on his tail now. That is one of the worst mistakes you can make, falling off the edge there. So, yep, there's that mistake, folks, and now we have a close-ass race. Bramz, please. Bramz is scaring me. Tofu actually in the lead now. I think, well, the timers are kind of off sync by a second or so. Look at that synced throwing. The sync. This race has been something. Like, it's been a good and bad race at the same time, if you catch my drift. Alright, off to Noki 2. You're actually supposed to defeat the third Gooper Blooper in this game here to unlock this shine, but by using a spring, you can just clip through a wall and dive right into the shine area. Tofu with some clean movement. The end game here is actually really going to help Tofu, because with just his optimization alone, like, I think he can make a big difference on this, on Noki here, even if Bramz doesn't make any real big mistakes. But who knows, they both have been making huge mistakes the whole race, so I literally can't predict anything. Just strap in, people. So looks like we got the timers in sync now, and Tofu ahead by like maybe a second, so holy crap. Alright, now what they're gonna do is like a little, this whole episode is dedicated to like teaching you how to like do this underwater portion of Noki with the helmet. The physics are different than when you normally are underwater. You can hover around and stuff. So all they're gonna do is casually collect these coins. It's a really simple level. Both of them a little bit of small flubs on the 7th coin. Tofu, no. You can't be dropping frames right now. I think Bramz now is slightly in the lead. I can't tell. Yeah, he is. Okay. This is a back and forth race, people. Alright, this one can change things. Basically, they're gonna need to kill this eel. Not kill him, you're gonna clean his teeth, I guess. Ooh, Tofu with the huff entrance. I like it. Yeah, if you're just joining us, people, this race has been insane. Both have been just making mistake after mistake the whole run, and the mistakes have amounted to an extremely close race going into Noki. So yeah, what they're gonna do here is try to clean off all these teeth, and we'll see how many teeth they clean off in the first cycle here. Tofu probably will go for 6 teeth. Let's see. No, he's not gonna be able to. So he gets 3, 4, and 5. Bramz, I believe? Yeah, Bramz did 5 as well. So both getting 5 teeth. Now you gotta reset the eel by like making him want to eat you. And you get out his mouth. Make sure he does not eat you, because that would be really bad. And you gotta clean your teeth. And now, what you'll see Tofu do here is get hit by the tooth, hopefully. Yep. And then finish cleaning him. And he's done. We'll see if Bramz can do it as well. Get hit. Ooh, okay, got hit. Now, the reason these two very skilled players got hit at the ends there was because a cutscene actually plays, like an in-engine cutscene plays, after you beat the eel. But you stay in the same spot. You stay like really high up. But if you get hit, if you take damage while the cutscene starts, you skip watching the cutscene and you can float down directly to where the shine will spawn. So you don't have to take like 15 or so seconds to float down as after the cutscene, basically, is what I'm trying to explain. So both good eel, and this race stays intense. My boys, are y'all as hype as me? Now we get a chill shine here, the second and last Piantissimo. Yeah, Tofu's been dropping a lot of frames this whole stream. I believe Tofu messed up a little bit on the ropes, so Bramz gaining a few seconds on him. Again, this is an auto-scroller, it doesn't matter how you finish the shine. Shoutouts to Tofu though, getting a 2-2-2-2 on the timer. What a god. Alright, my boys. We got like a 6 or 7 second difference heading into Choky 6. Noki 6, probably the hardest secret in the game. And it's by far the most nerve-wracking because of it's at the end of the run pretty much. And this is a close race. Bramz, I know he knows how close he is. So you gotta expect Bramz has got some nerves going on right now. Tofu, I'm not sure if he's paying attention to the stream or anything. But he's probably still nervous nonetheless. So we'll see what's going on here. Both of them doing conventional entrance. Tofu looking good so far. Some clean movement. Ooh, missed this spin. Wait, what is he doing? What? That was insane! No, Bramz! Bramz, our boy! Okay, Tofu did some insane wall kicks there. And didn't die, and Bramz did die. So now Bramz, unfortunately, is quite a bit behind. Well, Tofu does not die. Good stuff to him. It was shaky. Oh, Bramz. It's looking bad for your American hero. I'm telling you, Noki 6, man, the nerves. This is the ultimate nerve test. And it looks like Tofu just slightly had better nerves than Bramz. Ooh, not good here. Bramz, don't do it. Okay. Thought he was gonna die again. Oh no, he's good. This. You hate to see it end like this, boys and girls. But this is looking like a wrap. Ooh. This is hard to watch for our hero Bramz. Oh no. Tofu finished up Noki 7 with no problems. Bramz, please. Bramz, what are you doing, buddy? He did it, okay. Unfortunately, though, Bramz is now a good, like, minute and a half, 2 minutes behind at the least, so Tofu's gonna have to die a lot in the end game here. Okay, Bramz, nice spoiler. Bramz is gonna mess this up. I'm predicting now. Oh, what do you know? He messed it up. Froidtofu. Our boy. Well, Japanese people's boy. I think he did. It looks like it was a good speed belt, but we cannot. I cannot tell now. His stream is dead. Froidtofu, you're gonna have to forfeit if we cannot record the last bit of your run. We had a bit of frame advance. This exact thing happened earlier. I think we'll see if Tofu's internet come back in like 40 seconds, so just give it a minute. You'll probably see him ground pounding some Bowser pegs when he comes back. He's splicing the final splicing the Bowser segment. Yeah, we might need a proof check on this Tofu run. He's gonna be done by the time this thing comes back. Bramz. You know what it is for Bramz. He's just making his way. Okay. Tofu paused to make sure his string was back up. And is he gonna unpause? He's gonna. Oh my. Okay, Bramz failing the boat. Look at Tofu though, being a gentleman, making sure his stream is back up before he ends the game. I think. I don't know what's going on here, people. This has been the nuttiest thing I've ever seen. Okay, he's back. This race has been nothing but just entertaining throughout. What is going on here? Okay, Tofu is back with the slideshow. Our boy, he's about to finish this race, hopefully. If he dies, though, if he dies a couple times, he could still lose, but it's looking good. I think. Oh, he got hit, it looks like, but he didn't die. Headed to the last one, and frame advance. Boom, he did it. His timer's still going, but he won the race. Even though his timer is still active. I think he got like a 124 flat or something. This was quite the race. Froidtofu pausing at the ends there, man. Oh, something. So Froidtofu, your winner. He is moving on, everyone. He is moving on. Bramz close second. This race was insane. And Bramz 124.44. Holy crap. Everyone, give it up. Put your clappas in chat or whatever people do nowadays. I don't know. What a speedrun showing there. That was something. Holy crap. That was fun. So Bramz is heading on to play either the winner of JJ Plays Game. Oh, not Bramz. I'm sorry, Bramz. My bad. Tofu is moving on to play either Grinch SMB or JJ Plays Games. That's gonna be a tough matchup, either way. But Bramz, I need to at Bramz if he wants an interview. At Bramz. What is Bramz's? I don't know what his Discord thing is. I'll just ask him in chat. Everyone at Bramz and ask him if he wants an interview. All right, Bramz, get in. Oh, he's ready to go. All right.
Yo.
Bramz. My guy. Just tell me what are your thoughts about that race? What's going on through your head?
I threw, dude. I'm so mad. I was ahead until Noki won.
You were ahead the whole race, basically.
Yeah. I think I took the lead in early Pianta. I think Pianta, maybe it was Pianta. Oh yeah, it was Pianta 5 when he died to early cycle.
Basically,
I don't know, man. That was dumb.
Yeah, basically early game was like you messing up a lot, but him getting really bad PD RNG.
Yeah, his PD was really bad.
And you getting good RNG.
Yeah.
And then you guys were
I got
even.
second best.
You guys were pretty even up until Piana 5, where if you guys in the chat didn't know, he died at the very end of Piana 5 Secret, and he had the exit area on Yoshi's skip because he messed up.
Yeah.
So Bramz, our boy, had a huge lead. What was your thought?
Huge
You were
lead.
paying attention to the stream, right? You knew what was going on.
Yeah, I had the stream up.
So what were you thinking when you had that lead out of Piana 5?
Dude, I was just chilling.
I
I
saw
was
it.
like, you know what? I got this. I could have PB'd that run so easy. My PB is garbage.
You have a 121 still, right?
Yeah. High
Okay,
120. Garbage PB. And then I
Okay.
just messed up everything after
Yeah,
that.
Rico is when Rico and Pinna, both you guys were just spaghetting all over both
Yeah,
of
I
you.
spaghettied a lot. That death at the end of Pinna 6 made me so angry.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
I should have Y-turned.
What was funny though is that it seems like every mistake you made, froidtofu almost like made the same exact
Yeah,
mistake.
I know. I noticed that too. Because every time I messed up, I was like, oh, dang. And then I looked at the restream and he's doing the same thing. Like, he's dying or whatever.
It was
It-
quite
I feel lucky in that regard.
Yeah, it was quite the race. I thought your Rico 5 was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Rico 5 was great.
that was something.
Yeah, I lost like 30 seconds there or something.
Both of you did get perfect King Boo though, so
Yeah, that's true.
good stuff to King Boo for not being an ass, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were your thoughts heading into? Let's say Noki. You had a kind of
Noki.
decent lead.
Yeah,
You had like a
I was just, I don't know, I just had to play the game, and then I didn't play the game. And then I lost. It's that simple.
so yeah.
I pretty
after,
much knew it was over though when I fell in Noki 1. That was really
really.
dumb. Yeah.
Uh,
And then I should not have messed up Noki 6 that much.
were you nervous or you just like?
No, I was just tilting.
Okay, I feel it,
Yeah. I wasn't nervous at all.
dude. That was something. I
Yeah,
guess.
it was interesting.
What about Tofu? Tofu's stream crashed when he got to Bowser, so he
Yeah.
basically paused.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was doing, but he still beat me.
Yeah. I don't know if that was BM or like being a good sport.
I know. I was in a call with Panga when I was racing, and he's like, "Dude, is froidtofu BMing right now?" I think it was just his stream because it was laggy the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, he just wanted to make sure that he finished the race
Yeah,
on stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
yeah.
But yeah, anything else about the run, your run, or Tofu's run that stood out to you? That was like you want to talk about?
The only thing that stands out to me is now that I'm out of the tournament, I don't have to play any percent anymore.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's always a good feeling when you don't have to play 80%.
Yeah, 120
respect
shines.
that.
Best category.
Have you been doing 120 shines lately?
Yeah, a little bit. I derusted, and I'm gonna do runs when I
You
can.
heard it. You heard it, people. Follow your boy Bramz to catch all those sweet 120 streams.
Like a 12-minute PB or something.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. All right, well, Tofu probably can't get an interview because he's Japanese.
Yeah.
So, any shout-outs or anything? Any closing remarks? What do you want to say?
Nope. I don't have anything. I don't know.
All right, sounds good. All right, so yeah, that's about it, people. We'll probably have more races tomorrow on the speed gaming stuff
Yeah,
and all
check
that.
the schedule.
Yep, check that sweet schedule. Be
I
sure
didn't
to
even know this
follow.
was gonna get restreamed.
Yeah. For some reason, they didn't restream the race like that was a couple hours ago between Calf and someone else, which I found interesting. But yeah, we're done here, people. Follow Bramz on everything because he's epic.
Kinda.
And yeah, I think we're about done here. We're signing off. See you later.
Peace
Mates.
out.